I take pre-workout before I work out.
Oh.
But I have
just
not...
like the name says.
Yeah, just like the name. Let me finish.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you how I make mine. I put it in a wine glass.
Of course you do. That's all the glasses she has.
This is Big Dink Energy, the pickleball podcast that's half insight, half nonsense, and all entertainment. If you love pickleball, don't take yourself too seriously and think a little trash talk makes the game better, welcome home. This is the place where life and pickleball intersect. We celebrate the chaos, call out the nonsense, and put the fun back in dysfunction. You're either in or you're out. And if you're still listening, you're in. So let's go. Big Dink Energy starts now. Just like Sting said, every breath you take, we will be watching you. We are the official podcast of Pickleball. Get in where you fit in, turn it up all the way to 10, and take the knob off. What? Listen, this episode is sponsored by the Pretty Pickleball Company. They just dropped their Wretched collection, and it's giving pure villain energy. If you're in your villain era, this is for you. This line isn't, though, for the soft serve crowd. It's bold, dramatic, and built for players who like their game with a little chaos on the side. Yes, I'll have the chaos on the side. Thank you. These paddles don't whisper. They make a scene. We've been fans of Pretty Pickleball since the start. And this release proves again why they're leading the style revolution in pickleball. And listen, once they're gone, they're gone. Get them now because they will not be coming back. Snag your piece of the darkness at theprettypickleballcompany.com. It's theprettypickleballcompany.com and use code BigDinkEnergy15 for 15% off. Play pretty, play fierce, play wicked.
And with that, they were saying that once they're gone, they're completely sold out. Like they're not going to make the villain paddles anymore.
No,
that's
out.
crazy. So you better go get them while you can.
Get them while you can. But
those are going to go fast.
It just leads me kind of into what Paddle Princess was talking about. Is she was talking about how upper level players kind of treat lower level players, and sometimes when people see my paddle, my Pretty Pickleball paddle, they're like, "Oh, she must just be playing.
She's Snow White."
Right.
Yeah.
And then I get out there and I'm like, no, boom. I can get 2 points.
Get it.
I'm the evil queen. I stole this paddle.
Right.
I'm just saying sometimes, hey, it's...
Yeah, so I was, when we did our tournament, I was an upper level player.
No.
Yes. No, everybody, the good players were down in the shade thing, the covering, and I was in the upper courts.
She's talking about like people with like higher duper levels or that are just more advanced.
Super duper.
They're more advanced players.
Just how they treat.
I felt like I was an upper level player because I was in the upper courts.
You were on the upper deck.
No.
Yeah, that's different. That's where the
location, not skill.
The upper decker is different. Look that up.
Right.
That's location.
Okay. So with it just...
Are they pompous?
Yes.
Ooh.
I very much find that. I went and played last week, and I was in one location, I was in the wrong location, and just everybody just stared at me like, ew, why are you here? Mm-hmm. And no one actually wanted to be like, hey, like you're up there, like at the other courts. Everybody just was like, ew. And stared at me.
I think when you were telling me that story, it really reminded me of something we used to tell our dancers when I was a dance teacher back in the day.
Pole, not ballet.
No, not pole. Anyways, we used to tell our students, beginner dancers know nothing. Intermediate dancers, they know everything. They think they're too good to dance with beginners.
Right.
Hotshot dancers are too good to dance with anyone.
But
advanced dancers dance everything, especially with beginners.
I
think, and I used to tell this to my students all the time because they would go and think they were too good to dance with the little beginners. Mm-hmm. But I think this has to do with every sport. If you are the top echelon of your sport, you play with beginners more than anything because you love the sport, you know you're good, and you know that you can pass that on to them. Like, I think anybody who is really good at what they do loves to share that. And those true advanced people are like that. And I've met that. The people who are like the not so nice people.
The stuff.
I'm like, dude, you're like a 3-2. Like, why are you even trying to be, I mean, yes, it's better than me, but why are you trying to act like, you're on your, I don't know. I don't even know an advanced thing to say.
Just get off your high horse. You don't have to treat people.
You're not a 7.
Like
You know, the difference between you and me is literal me winning one and you losing one.
But what I don't like to even say like, oh, you're not a 7 or you're not a 6 duper, because those people, the higher you get, the more that they would play with you.
Yeah.
It's like the middle ground people. Like they're trying so hard.
Yeah, I think because so you saw it. What do you think, or maybe what was the line of demarcation? What was the line? What was the number that you felt most of those people were in the lower area?
Probably around somewhere between 3 and 4.
Yeah, and we've said that before on the pod because 3.5 and above, you're 3.5 maybe 3.8. You're oh man, I got to take this seriously.
Right, but I think if you get to like your 5, 6, 7s, they're like, oh sure, come play with us.
6, 7.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
6, 7.
Stop.
Your kids are doing that. If you're listening, your kids are doing that right now.
So that's what I think. I think when you are a truly advanced player, you don't care who you play with. You just love it so much you want to play.
No, I want to reach down. I want to reach not down to your level, but I want to reach down and bring you where I am because I love it that much.
But not all people see it that way. Like you walk in and they're just like, ugh, why is she here? Like it's that snobbiness and that pretentiousness that I can't stand. Like it makes me not want to go back.
So I also think and I will probably get some hate for this. Okay, so whatever.
BDUpodcast.com. Send your hate.
Even if you're a 3.5, 5, 6, whatever, it's still pickleball. Like, it's not like you're a straight up gymnast. Like,
right.
I'm sorry, and I love the sport.
And it's still rec play.
It's still rec pickleball. Like, even at your best, dude, you're still playing pickleball.
Yeah, like, I noticed it when it was a scramble? No, it was a scramble.
It doesn't matter.
I noticed it with the people I was playing with. Clearly, they could tell. Like, I'm not a 5 anymore.
Ever.
Yeah. But they could tell, like, I'm not great at this, right? And they didn't, like, try to body bag me or show me all their ATPs and all this kind of stuff. They kind of played at a level that allowed me to play and get some wins, get some balls over, while they still, did what they wanted to do to make sure, maybe they're working on a flick or something like that.
Right. I heard, who was it? The Brian Bradley said he calls it community service. Like everybody should do it once you're at a higher level. It's your community service. It's to go around and to help.
You were here before.
Newer players
If you
play.
love the sport, then you help people.
Right.
But also, if you're going to help people, actually help them. Don't go in there and say, oh, yeah, like you can come play with us. And then
to show
literally get up in front of the kitchen and just keep running back and forth. And you're playing one band. Like you're not even letting me try to hit a ball.
Yeah.
Like that. It's just frustrating when people just think that they're so much better than you, which they are. They're better at the sport. But let's play together. Like teach me something.
And like I said before, if it is an open play that is not separated by levels, just an open play, and you are at a higher level, don't be mad when you get with another person that's not at your level.
Yeah.
Go rent a court or wait for an open play 5 and above.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you know what you're getting into.
And don't touch
And then
my
when
paddle.
you're an ass because you get matched up, it's like you knew what you were signing up for.
Yeah.
And so I'm sorry, but I still play with them. And I'm like, oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, what it does is it makes people of my level who are very, very, very low, but I still want to go out there and try. So I go to as many things as I can and I try. But when people are so snobby like that, it makes me not want to go.
That's why people don't want to play tennis.
It makes me feel not welcome. And it makes me feel like that's embarrassing. I don't want to go out there and embarrass myself when I just wanted to come here and have fun tonight. And now I just want to go home and go to bed because I'm embarrassed. Like,
and so what you need to do the next time that happens to you
Hit
is
someone
just,
with your paddle.
is just say, does it make you feel better to treat me like this?
Right.
I mean, just call them on the carpet. They're assholes anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Go play tennis if you want to be a snob.
Yeah.
If you love the sport like we do, then bring us along.
Play with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Just the tip.
Just the Tip is brought to you by That Pickleball Swag. From towels to keychains to sweatshirts and more, That Pickleball Swag has all the extras that make you look like you actually planned your court fit. Grab what you need at thatpickleballswag.com and use code BigDinkEnergy15 for 15% off.
Just the tip, quick pickleball wisdom, in and out before you know it. Keep your paddle chest high when at the net and watch your opponent's paddle, not the ball. Their motion will tell you where it's going before it's even hit.
Just the tip.
It's time for Pickle Pals.
Well, if you've been listening to this for a while, you know there is playing pickleball on that side of it, but then there's talking about it with a mic and some moxie. Yes, that's a real word. You can go look that up. And today we've got Deirdre, the host of Pickle Me This Pod. This is new for us. Another podcast on our podcast. That's the way we like to roll, though. This is a show that proves that pickleball doesn't have to be serious to be smart, and that personality belongs right alongside paddle reviews and court stories. From interviews to deep dives, she's building a pod that reflects the sport's weird, wonderful, wildly growing energy. Isn't it, though? And today we're talking all things content, community, and what it's really like to be the Maven with a mic in the pickleball scene. So, Deirdre, thanks so much for being with us.
So exciting to be here with a fellow podcaster.
Yeah, this is interesting. I absolutely love this idea when it was pitched to me, and I don't know if we're going to do more of these, but I think we're going to have a great time here. So obviously, Pickle Me This Pod, people have got to know what's the origin story, right? They always ask us that. So I know that's one of the first questions they're going to want to know, our listeners and your listeners. What's the origin story? Is this a why not? Or someone has to do this, so why not me?
Yeah. So I have a funny story to how it came about. So I feel like everybody else, you start playing pickleball, and what's the first thing you want to do? You want to start learning how to get better. So you start getting on all the YouTube channels, searching for like tips and tricks. I then start going down a rabbit hole into like some Reddit threads, like more suggestions. Then people start recommending podcasts, which in the past I actually hadn't really listened to many podcasts in the past. And so I started reading those. And as I'm reading down the threads, I see more and more people are saying, here are my top 5 on how to get better. And at the time, more than a year ago, you can probably attest to this, most of the pickleball podcasts were all about like pros or how do you get better?
Yeah. Yep.
There weren't just like everyday ones. So as I'm reading all these threads, people are offering up their top 5, I would say. But over and over again, I started seeing this theme emerge. People would offer them up and then they'd say, but does anybody know any podcasts that are just about like the everyday, like rec stories and like fun things that happen out in the courts? So I'm in my day job, my real job, all about product management, coming up with like new products and services. So I saw an immediate need, and I thought to myself, well, hey, why not I try this out? Yeah. So then I started my own little rabbit hole of trying to figure out what is even involved in creating a podcast. What do you have to get? How do you host it? Where does it go? So it's been fun. It's actually been a fun journey.
Yeah, same for us. It's been that discovery, right? Every step of the way, discovery, making mistakes and then figuring it out and moving on. What have you found to be maybe the hardest part about launching a show?
I think getting people to know you exist. Yeah. Right. I think that's the hardest part, is like building your audience. It just takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. Maybe for some people it happens overnight, but you have to get known first. And my hopes and dreams aren't necessarily to have this like big, lavish, like millions of people listening. I don't really necessarily care about that aspect, but maybe I should. I just want to like entertain people, and then also just have the opportunity for people to get to know other people, because we all are out there in the courts, especially in rec play. You meet so many people, and actually the people there are just amazing with all these different facets about their life, and you just get to learn. You get to learn about people more through my podcast. So I've been enjoying having the conversations and sharing them with other people.
Yeah. We find that this is why we did the Pickle Pal segment, is just to learn about the rec side of pickleball and what people are experiencing. We do some sponsors on here, but not many, because we want to keep it close to the masses, I guess. Let's have some people on here who are experiencing the same things you're experiencing out there on the courts and in your everyday life. So what to you makes a podcast guest really interesting?
So one of my favorites, and I didn't think this would happen going in, was one of the guys on our courts. His name is Willie. He gave himself the nickname Wild Willie, and he talks about how he came up with that nickname. He's 80. He's 80. 80. And on the courts,
he's probably like a duper 5 too.
He's actually pretty darn good. Yeah. And he's actually very talkative on the court. So he said he wanted to be on it, and I was like, oh, I don't know. I was like, but sure. Like I thought it'd be cool. Can I just tell you, he was one of my favorites ever because he was just a really good storyteller.
Yeah.
He ended up speaking. He just so many amazing life stories. He maybe spoke 5 minutes tops about pickleball, and then the rest of the other 45 minutes were all just life stories and life lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just fascinating. Like I found myself like through the episode going like this and like really leaning in and listening.
Yeah.
And his podcast has been viewed the most by far.
Yeah.
So I think that natural storytelling is huge.
Oh, yeah. I do some public speaking in one of my other lives here, and it's so profound, the difference between a lecture where I have to get all the information out and it has to be right and perfect, or a talk where I can share some stories and what the big overarching is, how I can get it into your life, and people lean into those. And those are the talks that I have that are the most attended and the most talked about and the most reviewed are those ones where I get to put a little story in there, a little bit of self.
Yeah, he's so relatable. And like I said, he was just a really good storyteller. He started talking about how he feels like he's so, I would say, like still with it at 80. Like that was his life goal, to still be active and mentally, available and everything at that age. And he's had this whole structure on how he approached it. I just thought it was fascinating. He was really good.
Yeah,
really
that's
great.
Awesome. That's awesome. So obviously the storytelling, but what other trends or stories in the pickleball world are your most fun or things you like to go back to talk about on your podcast?
Yeah, one of my favorite threads is like pet peeves, because I feel like it elicits a pain point, like an emotional reaction to people, and they get it's immediate answer. Like people have an immediate answer for it, and it's actually fun to listen to the different ones.
Yeah.
So that's probably my most common question over and over again that always has a great reaction and some good stories.
I think if you've played pickleball for more than a day, you start developing your pet peeves early on, and then they show up just about everywhere.
Yes.
Do you see yourself more, talking about stories, do you see yourself more as a storyteller, a hype woman, or a therapist maybe for the pickleball obsessed? Where do you land on that?
I say on the courts, I am probably very animated when I play. Some people say they sometimes seek me out when they've had a bad day because I'm just like fun. So I don't know. I just talk when I play.
Yeah.
So I get a bad shot, I'm like, I'm like very animated.
Yeah.
Very animated.
Now
people get a kick out of that.
Are you a good trash talker on the court?
Not so much. I should be more though. I wish I was. I'm not that quick. I wish I was.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but sometimes I have to reserve myself. I mean, I've lived a couple lives that, trash talking was the lingo of the day. So yeah, I find myself pulling back. Now, if I'm playing with my family, it's all bets off,
Oh yeah.
They're going to get it all.
And I appreciate it if somebody has some like good witty comments. I love it. Like bring it on. I wish I could be faster with the comments sometimes. It takes me a little bit.
Are there any other guests that kind of stuck out to you or surprised you in some way?
One of my favorites too, one of my other favorites were some like meeting people out through TikTok. So first I started out interviewing a lot of people on the courts that I know. The area where we play and the rec courts we play is such a huge community. I could literally just interview them and be set for years. But some of the people on TikTok started reaching out, and Sean Paul Pickleball.
Oh yeah,
he was a really fun one.
Yeah.
To interview too, like his life story, because he was on your podcast too, right?
Yeah, he's a great guy. We stay in contact with him. He sent us stuff. We sent him stuff. He's such a character that I really feel embodies pickleball.
Yes, right. Like his stories of like traveling and meeting these people, and the woman who hosted him, she met him in Walmart, and she hosted him at her house. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and he's a bigger kind of, I don't know if intimidating is the right word, but he's a bigger guy to just like, yeah, come on in. It should be fine.
Yes. And then his past careers as security.
Yeah.
Did you talk about? Oh, like even that stuff is like, interesting.
Yeah.
So he was
yeah, he is a great character. And like I said, he's kind of the face of pickleball, at least on the rec side.
Yes.
So in this space, not just necessarily podcasts, but maybe in the pickleball space, do you think that women's voices are growing in the space of pickleball or is still fighting for attention?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know that I've thought about it too much. I watch some of the pickleball podcasts of like the professional ones, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm like most of the everyday rec player. I know I'm not going professional at
Yeah, no,
anytime soon, let alone ever.
I'm a solid
Um,
1.5 if Duper ever wants to do that rating.
So, and I'm happy. I'm happy with that. I love how I play with and who I play with right now. So it's totally fine. So I don't listen to too many of those, but I just think the more voices and the different types of people that talk and about it and host different shows, the better. There's just different perspectives on life, and even just having different guests, right? Because everybody has lived not only a different pickleball life, but life in general. And I really love getting to know people. I just do.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of times on the court when you look across the court and you're like, that guy's got to have a story. You know, either the way they're dressed, the way they're playing, what they brought to the court that day. And that's what we try to capture here is what is the story in pickleball? Because pickleball, people, you know, either like it or love it, I think, or just haven't tried it yet and haven't figured out they love it. But there's always some story. You know, a lot of our stories start with, COVID. You know, COVID is one of the things that got a lot of people into pickleball. And then the other kind of theme that kind of runs through is I was a tennis player is the other one that runs through. But there are so many, like you said, the storytellers are great when they can bring their story, their energy, their, as the kids say, their lore to this space. We absolutely love it, you know, and it resonates with a lot of people.
I agree. And you know how on the pickleball court, you can get to know somebody, like their personality pretty quickly, really well. So when I first started playing, I started playing after COVID. It's probably been like 3 years now, a little more than 3 years. So I first started playing, I was out there for a couple months and I started getting to know people just a little bit, right, on the courts through the side conversations. And it was right around Thanksgiving. So then I just decided, I'm like, I think I kind of vibe with that person and that person. So I started asking people for their phone number, and I hosted what we called a pickle giving, so like a Friendsgiving the weekend before Thanksgiving, and we had like 15 people here, from all different backgrounds. None of us really knew each other, just that we knew each other from the courts. But I will tell you, we've all become actually really good friends since then. So we ate. We played some board games. We laughed hysterically that night.
Yeah.
It even resulted in a trip with 6 of us girls going on a pickleball trip up to New York. I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. Yeah. We got on a flight together. We rented an Airbnb together. And again, we didn't really even know each other, but you get to know each other really well. Yeah. Sharing out for a week. But yeah, like that just started some amazing friendships that have since lasted, which is great.
Yeah, and that's the other great thing about the sport. I mean, there's so many things about the sport that are great, but the community aspect of it, especially if you've never been a person, or maybe you're an introvert, or you've never been that person that's ever felt a community like that before. It can be intimidating at first, you know, when you see everybody on the court, but man, the community just puts their arms around everybody. And it is what we've done as a society by, you know, with all the technology we have, we're more connected as a people than we ever have been globally, but we're less connected personally because people spend, 1 foot in front of their face their whole life.
I agree with you.
So I absolutely love pickleball for that in the community. We learn how to, have conversations and interact with real people in real time, and we get real feelings then instead of virtual feelings. So I absolutely love it for all the mental health aspects of it as well.
Great.
What's your biggest goal for your podcast in the next year? Is it more downloads, bigger guests, or doing a live show?
Oh, I haven't thought about a live show. Are you? Have you done a live show?
No, we're planning one. It's just, it's a tough way to do it. I think we have obviously the whole crew here, so we won't be at a loss for something to talk about, I'll tell you that. But it'll be the behind the scenes, running the board kind of thing that'll be kind of anxiety driving me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like totally, right? But in a way, maybe it'll be fun because then you're your more authentic self, Yeah. So
yeah, it'll be what it is, and people love, if you do any TikTok trend watching, people love authenticity over, scripted stuff for sure.
Oh, yeah. Getting to know you. So in terms of, for live wasn't on my list, but maybe it should be. More downloads, yes and no. I think because that just means more reach for people. And people that have listened to the podcast have told me like what value they get out of it from a mental health perspective. It's just like knowing other people are in their shoes, just like you said. So I think yes to that question, more downloads for sure. more famous people, because mine's about the everyday pickleball player. I don't know that that's a thing for me. But having said that, you know who I'd love to have on? I've always just been a big fan of her, and I know she plays just a lot of rec pickleball for a few years. Brene Brown.
Oh yeah. She's
she's
big in the women's health space.
Podcast, like intermittently, right? And I'm like, oh, I think she would just be an amazing guest.
Yeah, we one of our businesses, we do some. We have a business coach, and she kind of they helped her with her business stuff, and they talk and reference her quite a bit. Yeah, and I, of course,
I just
listen
think,
to her
I think
podcast.
she'd be cool. She'd be really cool.
Yeah, I bet you she'd be open to it. You just got to find the right way in, and she'd probably be really open to it.
I just think she'd be great because I feel like she's just a natural storyteller. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it would be really cool.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just happy I'm on season 2. Honestly, like I took a break over the summer.
Yeah,
had 21 episodes, and I literally released a new podcast every Saturday morning at 6 a.m. And that takes a lot, as you know. A lot of work behind the scenes to do that. And now I'm back and people over the summer kept asking me like, when are we coming back with new episodes? And that's like amazing because sometimes people don't comment or like it real time, right? So then to hear it secondhand like that, I'm like, oh, so people are really interested and want more. So I'm kicking off season 2 now. So I just recorded a couple. I'll probably start launching them in mid-October, mostly because my daughter's getting married in a couple of weeks. So I'm just a little busy. But after that, then I'll start that weekly Saturday morning cycle again, which will be fun.
We found that we have to stay on schedule. If we don't, it's tough to get back to. Thankfully, we haven't had to, but there's been a couple close calls where, we're scrambling for a guest or we're scrambling to put this together. And I'll just give a shout out to my wife, Stephanie. She does it all in the background, a lot of the heavy lifting on that, because I get to come on and be the face of the podcast for these things. So and I'll just put it in a drive and hey, and it comes out and I'm like, oh, this is really good. So shout out to her for sure.
Shout out to Stephanie.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do some dink or destroy. You can only keep one. I'm going to give you 2 choices. You can't go middle of the road. You can't say both. You got to pick one or the other, or give me an alternative if you have one. So let's go. Long form interviews or short hot takes?
Long form interviews.
Yeah. Podcast for fun or podcast for growth if you listen to them?
Podcast for fun.
Yeah. A dream guest saying yes or a random guest going viral?
Oh, random guest going viral.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Rec league gossip or pro tour drama?
Rec league gossip all day long.
Getting asked the questions or being the one asking questions?
Asking questions. I like listening to other people's stories.
Yeah, it's easier to be on this side of the mic. All right. So, Deirdre, thanks so much for being on with us. Where can everybody find you and all the socials?
Yes. So it is at Pickle Me This Pod, P-O-D, like riddle me this. I like to tell people so that it sticks in their brain.
Yes.
On YouTube, on Spotify, all the places, everywhere, even on like TikTok. And you can follow along on social media too, on Instagram, all the places.
Yeah. Your Pickle Me This Pod is one of the pods we put in our constant rotation. We love it. Please go find her on everything. If you like this, then you're going to like her. Thanks so much for being on the Big Dink Energy Podcast.
Of course. And we'll have you on ours soon.
We're going to do it.
All right.
Dink or Destroy brought to you by Pickleball. This is the alter ego of normal pickleballs. They're here to banish boring pickleball t-shirts forever. No more bland gear. If you're a player who wants to wear your intensity on your back, this is your brand. Go check them out at despicable.com. That's D-E-S, pickleball.com. And now Dink or Destroy, something that we dink, we send it over the net, we like it, thumbs up, or we destroy it and it's thumbs down from us. And you can tell us what you think up in the comments.
All right, so Dink or Destroy, taking pre-workout before playing pickleball.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all of us have taken pre-workout before, or we do take pre-workout. Mm-hmm. Like I take pre-workout before I work out.
Oh.
But I have
just
not...
like the name says.
Yeah, just like the name. Let me finish. I've never taken pre-workout
right now.
I've never taken pre-workout before pickleball.
No.
But you know why? Because I already
You're
sweat
already angry.
like a road hog.
Yeah, I sweat. That's what it is. Not anger. No.
So I don't need to be sweating that much more because pre-workout makes me really sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Sweaty road hog.
I think with pre-workout, I prefer to take it when I'm lifting versus doing anything kind of cardio. And sometimes when I'm playing pickleball, because I'm horrible at it, there's a lot of downtime where I'm chasing balls that are flying around and, what is the score, that kind of thing. And if I have pre-workout coursing through my blood, like my ears are going to be itching. I'm just going to be like wired, and it's not going to be able to have its purpose in my body. It's just going to be wasted.
Yeah, for me, I don't care either way. I like pre-workout. I like the way it makes me feel. But at this stage, it's kind of like putting racing fuel in a golf cart, right? So I love it. But you're still getting golf cart performance out of this Lambo. I don't know. I like it. I don't care before, after. I mean, I'm drinking coffee right now, and it's late at night. That doesn't affect me that way. Pre-workout has other effects on the body. It does loosen you up a little bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be out there all loose in the caboose, as they say.
All loosey goosey.
Because my pre-workout is affecting the stool. You guys were no help.
Nope.
No, letting you run with that.
No
Run, no pun
Speaking
intended.
of runs, yeah. No one was coming to help there. That was awesome.
That's on
Nope. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a destroy. Maybe I'll try it next time. Maybe for a tournament, because those were some long days. But
how about on line calls and you had pre-workout? How would that have gone?
Oh, gosh.
it's not like I was taking a crap ton of testosterone or something.
She's going to Hulk out.
Yeah.
Now that you're not playing
I Hulk
softball
out without
anymore.
testosterone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't really, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll try it. I think I'll try it this next round and see if all I know is that like when I took it today and we were out there working out, I was like, good God, the sweat.
Yeah.
And so I just don't know if I want all that sweat.
Never been more turned on.
I just don't know if I want all that.
You were glistening.
Okay.
You were glistening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a dink on it.
I'm a dink.
I'm okay. Let's do some pre-workout before we do anything.
I'm a dink as long as it's a non-stimulant. I don't want the niacin running through my body and I'm itching and.
But see, I'm also I take it with like the minimal amount of water. I don't mix it in anything.
Blech.
I get it enough just to make it easy to go down.
What do they call that? Dry shoot?
No, I don't do the dry shoot. No, I don't like that because the chance of just.
Do you like put it in your mouth and swish around the water and then swallow it?
No, I
I've
put
seen
it in a
people do
cup
that.
and I just splash the water on it just so
Like
it's kind
2
of
ounces.
like a paste.
Not me. I
Ew.
put it in like 16 to 20 ounces of water.
Oh,
and just,
no,
I don't do that.
And I just.
No.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you
Concentrated.
how I make mine. I put it in a wine glass.
Of course you do. That's all the glasses she has.
With wine.
No, I don't mix it with wine, but I put it in a wine glass and I would measure out what would be like a 4 to 6 ounce wine pour. And that's what I do it with so that I can mix it up really well. And then I just chug it really quick.
I don't measure anything.
Do you get the nose of it first? Do you get the bouquet first?
Swirl it around
Yeah.
a little bit, smell it, and then chug. No, I just take it.
Okay, we're all
But yeah,
dinks.
It's weird.
We're all dinks on that. Yeah. I like it.
I want to know if other people take pre-workout.
Let us know.
Especially before
What is
pickleball.
your pre-workout? And if you're a pre-workout company, come on the pod. Tell us why we should be doing it.
News you can use.
Not doing it.
Seriously?
You guys always give me crap about it. I'm not doing it. It's
Well, now
funny.
it's expected.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are we supposed to
Lower
do?
your expectations.
All right. This segment is powered by the Dink and Dash app, the only pickleball app that's not about the game. It's about the people. At Dink_and_dash on Instagram. Friends made, courts played, memories saved. Full launch coming soon on Google Play and Apple Store.
Go get it.
All right, so some news I wanted to share with y'all that I found that I thought was absolutely hilarious was a couple weeks ago at the PPA tour in Cincinnati. In the morning, there was a streaker that ran across the courts.
Oh, I saw that.
It was awesome.
Yes.
I
This
saw
guy is like wearing like a Speedo. He wasn't fully naked, so that's good. He was wearing a Speedo. He's got a mask on and like a military type helmet hat thing going through, and all these people are chasing him, and at the end they're like trying to grab him, and everybody's walking by kind of laughing at him and looking at him like, what the heck is wrong with you?
I saw that.
I didn't see it. That's awesome. But no commitment, huh?
No, it didn't go full send.
Oh, I know we're not dinking or destroying, but I don't know. In this day and age, I just don't think that's smart.
Well,
with the amount of chaos that happens in events and in public places.
Yeah. And
it can cause hysteria.
You said PPA? Mm-hmm. No, that's MLP kind of stuff right there. Don't bring that over to the cool PPA.
Yeah.
Highfalutin.
That's
MLP all day.
I don't know.
I'm all for it. I mean, if you want to do it, the Speedo, I like the Speedo because there's kids there and stuff like that. So you don't want to get arrested for showing a tallywhacker. I like that. But, wear something cool like a beer helmet. They got the 2 beers up there on the side.
I think we know what a beer helmet is.
Oh, well.
But my question is, how did he get all the way down to the court? I mean, because it's surrounded by stands and everything. How did he get all the way down to the court with no clothes on? And nobody was like, "Excuse me, sir, what are you doing? Why do you have a mask on? Why don't you have clothes on?" Like, no one said anything to him.
So if it was me,
how did that happen?
So I'm showing up. I'm bringing a bag with me. And I'm going to pull up next to the stands. Listen, I'm just going to let you all know it's not hard to get on a pickleball tournament floor. I'm bringing a bag. I'm standing next to the stands, and I'm going to act like I'm getting something out of my bag. Then trowels are going, and then shirt's going, and then mask is going on, and I'm out. I'm going because
I feel like you've thought long and hard about this.
I didn't have
a plan.
I didn't have to. I do this all the time.
I think it's funny, but on the other hand, I think we just got to be cautious because
absolutely.
There's a lot. I'm just saying, just with all the worldly events and everything in these, I think it could have gone poorly for him.
Yeah,
very much so.
Location. You don't do this at the White House unless you
right.
Yeah, unless you want to catch something at 1,200 feet per second.
Right.
So yeah,
but I do like the fun.
But
and
then get a sponsor too. You know what I mean?
Right,
Put
and like write it across your chest.
Yeah. At least get something out of it. And how long do you spend in jail? Like a day? Come on.
Yeah, free food.
Totally worth it. You get a $50,000 sponsor, I'm doing it. Let us know. Get in the comments.
The players were cheering him on and everything. So, it was all in good fun.
Right.
But I do agree with you. You do have to be careful. Like, you make sure that you plan that out.
Yeah.
Have an exit strategy.
Right?
I don't think he did because I saw him get caught up there and wrangled.
Oh, yes. No, you're going to get
You need an exit
caught.
strategy.
You do that in Texas, you might get roped.
Right.
That's it for this episode. Unless you've got something to say, think we got it wrong, have a better take, we want to hear it. Find us at bdepodcast.com or at bdepodcast on the socials. Drop us a message. We might just feature you in the next episode. If you had a good time, well, samesies. If not, maybe try again. We grow on people. So you know the deal. Follow the show, tell a friend, and leave us a review. Or just pretend this never happened. Until next time, keep the dink soft and the energy big.